And Deputy President Kithure Kindiki now says the government could further reduce fuel taxes if necessary. Kindiki has, however, maintained that the levies have remained critical in financing development, insisting that no government can function without taxing its citizens. This even as the opposition warned that fuel prices could climb even higher, as David Mudhoka now tells us.
In the world today,
addressing a delegation of leaders from Tharaka Nithi County at his rural Irunduni residence, the Deputy President defended the government's interventions aimed at stabilizing fuel prices while signaling that the administration was prepared to intensify those efforts if need be.
Ni vizuri tuambiane ukweli ya kwamba kuna hatua kidogo ama kuna hatua kadhaa ambazo serikali imetumia kujaribu kudhibiti hiyo bei. Kama hatukuchukua hiyo hatua, hiyo bei saa hii ingekuwa shilingi 300, shilingi 400 lita moja. Tumeanza kupunguza ushuru, na ikishindikana tutapunguza hata zaidi. There's no problem. Sababu lazima tuhifadhi nchi yetu, na mwananchi ambaye tunataka kufanyia maendeleo lazima awe hai na hawa yanajimudu, ndio tufanye maendeleo ambayo nimetaja ya barabara na stima.
So we have looked at that VAT. Is there room to look at it further? That is something that we are considering. Right. Maybe in the next review. But it has consequences, because if we apply more, then we will have to cut somewhere.
Kindiki further insisted that today's demonstrations and the Matatu strike are not the solution to the crisis.
Kuchoma magari na kuiba mali ya watu na kufunga barabara haiwezi kupunguza bei ya petroli.
Tunaomba utulivu na amani idumishwe, na nashukuru sana wananchi wa Wajir pamoja na Northern Kenya kwa jumla kwa kudumisha amani na utulivu.
The leaders announced that a high-level meeting bringing together government officials and stakeholders in the Matatu sector will be held this evening in a bid to resolve the ongoing standoff. But the government has come under sharp criticism from the opposition, with Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna stating, and I quote, "What sort of logic is this really? Fuel pricing is a predictable monthly event. Every single month, we know the price will be reviewed. Shouldn't you protect Kenyans when conducting the review in the first instance? We are seeing a pattern here where the president throws us in pain first, then reconvenes to give us Panadol." Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka on his part said the Cabinet Secretary for Energy, Opiyo Wandayi, must take the most consequential act of his tenure, and one that history and the people of Kenya will remember: immediately reverse the fuel price hike and resign. Meanwhile, speaking during a meeting of Jubilee delegates from Kiambu County, Jubilee Deputy Party Leader Fred Matiang'i also weighed in on the soaring fuel prices, warning that the situation has not yet reached its most severe stage.
The price of fuel as it is today is unsustainable. The cost of living is going through the roof. It's unbearable. I don't know whether there's anybody who can live in this country with this state of affairs. That is why the only logical conclusion you can come to is that these wonderful, good people in government, whatever they are,
and as the opposition squarely blames the William Ruto administration over the skyrocketing palm prices, the government, on the other hand, has time and again vehemently denied responsibility, instead attributing the high cost of fuel to the ongoing Iran-Israel war. And as the blame game intensifies, it is the Kenyans, a majority of whom are struggling to make ends meet, who are now forced to bear the brunt. David Mudhoka, NTV, Kiambu County.